Hello friends, welcome back to the channel. My name is Kim. If you are new, I like to make decor and DIY content with a sprinkle of self-doubt in this channel. Oh no, this isn't going how I want it to go. Give me a second. Still working on that last part. And today we are going to be tackling a very common issue that you may even be facing in your household, which is an overflowing closet. Now, I know we've all been there, accumulating years and years of clothing in our closets, having that t-shirt in the back of a drawer that we haven't used in 5 years, but keeping it there just in case we might use it in the future. Wrong, friend. If you haven't used it in the last year or so, chances are you're probably not going to wear it in the near future. And we are going to be tackling this global ailment in this video. So grab your drink of choice and let's get to organizing, shall we? I've had this since college. Then they're out. They don't make the cut. It's organized chaos, just saying. All of my jackets are here in color coordinated fashion. Now, if you're like me, you've probably put this task in the back burner time and time again because it is a task that you can easily avoid. You just pretend that it doesn't exist. But worry not, friend, because I have gathered 5 very simple tips that will help you get your closet organized today. Like now. Today, right now, right here. Tip number 1. Keep a goal in mind when organizing your space. I'm sure you've experienced it before where you have to go somewhere and you feel like you have nothing to wear, even though you have a closet that's literally bursting out the seams. There's a reason for that. Most of the time we like to keep things even if they don't serve us a purpose anymore because we might use them in the future or they hold some sort of sentimental value. When you're cleaning your space, you have to keep a mindset of just keeping what you're actually still using in your closet. Now, I know we have some sentimental items that we might be keeping in our closet, like clothes that our loved ones gave us, for example, and that is totally valid. If it is sentimental to you, you should keep it, but it shouldn't be taking up a good chunk of your closet space. For me personally, when I'm going to tackle this mess, I am going to filter it through one very simple question. Is this the only keepsake I have of that trip or of this person? If yes, and I feel some sort of attachment to this item, then I'll keep it. If not, then it's going to a bin and it's going to be donated somewhere. For example, I have not only 1, but 2 Dubai t-shirts in this closet. Why? I don't know. I bought it as a gift to myself on my little solo trip to Dubai where I met up with my friend, and that was in 2019, which is what, literally 5 years ago, and I haven't worn it since. I don't even fit this shirt anymore. But I kept it here because I thought it was a good keepsake for that fun memory. But what I also did during that trip is take a picture in every nook, cranny, corner of that city while I was there. So I have more than enough pictures, more than enough keepsakes to remember that very sentimental trip by. And I don't need 2 Dubai t-shirts to prove that. This is literally just collecting dust in my closet and it has to go. I'm so sorry to buy shirts, but you don't serve me any purpose anymore, so it has to go. So when you're doing your closet clean out, make sure to have a clear goal in mind because it will make filtering out your clothes so much easier. Tip number 2. Make 3 piles. I like to have a toss, keep, and donate pile when organizing my closet. So the toss pile is for old and maybe torn up clothing that you can't use anymore, just like period underwear and the likes. So when they're too torn up to use, I put it in the toss pile. The keep pile is obviously for clothes that you still want to keep. For me, a good basis on whether or not I'm going to keep a piece of clothing is if I have worn it in the last 2 years. I say 2 years because I live in a state that has 4 seasons, so sometimes I have clothing such as shorts or tank tops that are only out for a few months in the year. So if I haven't used them in 2 seasons, then they're out. They don't make the cut. To me personally, I think that's a really good threshold in deciding which items you want to keep. And then obviously the third one is the donate pile, and these are for items that are still good and still usable, but they just don't serve you a purpose anymore, or they don't fit anymore, or that you just don't use them anymore. So you can either donate them or give them to friends and family who might want it. These, some may want to donate this or throw this away because it has paint stains on them, but I like to use it for my DIY, so I'm definitely keeping this. I've had this since college. It's well over 6 years ago. I'll put a picture right here of what I looked like when I could still wear this. But obviously, not anymore. Cycling shorts with like the little butt pads. This is like a 50-50 because although I don't use this often, I do use it when I'm in the mood to bike. And I don't feel like buying a new one of these. There's gonna be like some random off ones that you don't use all the time, like scuba diving gear or cycling shorts or, you know, something like that. Does this still fit me? It still literally still has the tag. Yep, still fits. No. This is giving me a PTSD vibes. Who remembers these from COVID? If you were in healthcare, you would know. You would know these bad boys were everything that we wore. Oh man. Regular tank top, yes. This old tank top that I've had since 2018, no. No. I don't even think it fits me anymore. See, sentimental item. I think I wore this when I took my NCLEX. This isn't even mine. I stole this from my brother, so I'm definitely gonna keep this. Yes. No. Cute, yes. That was a lot of work. It took me way longer than I expected to organize all these things, and now I have all of them here in the back. It's organized chaos. But now it's time for tip number 3, which actually I kind of already did alongside tip number 2. And tip number 3 is inventory and categories. Now that you've selected the pile of clothes that you would like to keep, it's good to keep an inventory of all of your items. I specifically like to categorize my clothing between which ones are sleeveless, long sleeves, regular sleeves, t-shirts, dresses. I put them in their own pile and I color coordinate them. You don't have to be this extra, but it's good because then you're able to see if you have multiple pairs of the same jeans. Do you have 5 different variations of the same black t-shirt? Not only does this give you a visual idea of how many items of the same clothing you have, it also makes you a little bit more self-aware when you go out to shop for clothing. That one random afternoon while you're in the mall, you'll have it in the back of your mind that you already have 5 different variations of that same black shirt at home, so you don't need to buy a 6th one. Just saying. It gives you that sense of awareness and it prevents you from buying things unnecessarily. All right guys, we have emptied out our closet. Everything is in their own little pile outside. I left my dresses and my coats here. I've already picked through them as well, but it just didn't make sense to put them in the pile because all of them needed to be hung anyway. So these are here, but the rest of the things are out. And now is the perfect time to mention tip number 4, make your closet fit your needs. Now that you have an idea of how many clothes you actually own, it's easier for you to find a place to put all of your clothing in. You can use hangers, bins, clothing organizers, however way you see fit in organizing your items. This is the perfect time for you to customize your closet to look like that. Remember, now that you have a visual of how many things you actually own, it's easy for you to get an idea of how you want these things to fit in your space. You can reorganize shelves or add storage by adding boxes or drawers and the like wherever you think it's necessary. And for me personally, I'm going to be doing this like in a very soft manner. I'm not going to do anything crazy in this video to customize my closet because there's going to be a full video of me redoing this entire closet very soon in this channel. I did want to put this as part 1 of my extreme closet makeover because I wanted to cut down on the clothing first and prevent myself from having decision fatigue down the road, because I know for a fact that after I make all the decisions and all of the makeover things for this closet, I am not going to have any more brain cells left to reorganize my clothes. So I figured I would do this first. If you are interested in watching that soon in this channel, please give the channel a subscribe so so that you can follow along. For me personally, I like to keep my simple t-shirts and tank tops and simple sweaters in a drawer. I think it's easy for me to pull them out and see which ones I need for the occasion. But for the blouses and dresses and things like that, I do like to keep them on a hanger because it's easier for me to visualize these items when they're hanging on a hanging rod. My husband personally, he likes to hang literally every single piece of item he owns, which I don't think is practical, but for him this makes sense. So every person is different. However you feel like you should be organizing your space, this is the perfect time for you to do that because you're literally starting with a blank canvas. So let's get to organizing. So I reorganized it a little bit because this makes more sense to me. Now I have a lot more shelf space if I need it. All of my jackets are here in color coordinated fashion: blacks, whites, browns, blues, and the warm toned jackets. I have all of my dresses here and the robe. All of my scrubs and my work jackets are here at the bottom, and then all of my blouses are here as well. Easy to see, from all the way from whites to warm tone to blacks to blues. And then I have my shoes here at the bottom as well. Guys, we are finally done with our closet clean out. Now I just need to donate this big box over here and throw away that little trash over there, and we are officially done. But I have one more tip for you guys, and it is to maintain your space. Your closet will only remain organized when you stomp on the root of your clutter problem. Don't excessively buy clothing that you don't foresee yourself wearing in the long term, and shop with purpose when you go in the store. And every now and then, take a look at your closet and do a little refresh. See what items you don't gravitate towards anymore and take them out. It's better to have a mini refresh than a full-blown closet clean out, which we just did today. So with all that being said, I am excited for what's to come, and like I mentioned earlier, I will be doing a full closet makeover. This is just part one of that series. I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you did, I would love for you guys to support the channel, like, subscribe, leave a little comment down below how you guys are organizing your closet. If you have made it to the end of this video, I am so grateful for you, and thank you so much for watching. Until next time.